Okay, ever sound a massive view, say, Monyada, just say, and the money of international, I dream on my Ghana. May say, the most important thing is quite a bit faster of results. It is not because, ever can't, I'm on a tree be, and I say, a dear hisem, and I say, dear buffo, until ever can't sem a dear tree. The most important thing is that, say, a year, I am a sister quiet that time so a sabi and I feel no other kind of did the Kwaku also a pato original TV so any honorable IP a can member of parliament for Ayeh so no constitution about Kwaba.
Yeah, no mean anything.
A radial room, yeah, Boko. This is also the near.
I am not
Janet Nabla, Ayeh. General Secretary ma the People's National Convention. Jane Akwaba.
Mejusu.
Boko there. All right. And Honorable Timothy Atabwade Awontiirim. Kane Mrashebejani Edema Bulsa North. Open Akwaba. One man then so I day you.
Mama dear.
Steve is I day.
Just yes I
When you pray.
Yes, you
yeah. Me said they been in Waboko Jai because I'm aware. Meaning said see attention. They say no. What has been communicated to you started from 8 to 4.
Yes.
In travel into the night.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm near that. Then I say, Obi have never cancer be about this demonstration. Be I know to say, I said, I don't know. Is it because of what is happening in the country? And I say, for instance, we say our NDC. You see this as an opportunity to. So that last meal na kano o de be bokofi no mu ama MPP aso aye share na na saying this here.
Yo ya na me chairman e ho na wula e pe me hu na che papa. Na nyina na share parliament aye na kakra. So abedwa ne company no. The company of former MPs.
Why fresh pa?
Thank you.
Ekufado regime no why fe. That's not so bright. The nobody said white no actually say good health. Because white e bana I had to say gray brown we should be na yare wom. Na say bana e white. Indicates good health.
Okay.
The skin bright. And just under the leadership of Nana Danko Ekufado no. Nyoma Ekoya Maminia. Medase.
Now,
no some why fana.
Oh, I have no Gabi there no. That watch that one.
Yes, also on the gray hair no. Good health.
So
yeah, that say under the leadership of Nana Danko Ekufado no. You did in your good health. In your some gray. International crisis be aba affect you so ni nyina mu no ye wa hoden so me nua obhu so bu good hair ta hwe skin so ne hair so na atare o hye no e de urade ase so o man hoden sa ye de na do dan kwakufu adon so ene na ban so ase
wa kan wa sema ma wa na
o share in the book of Ephesians in the Bible. Ephesians 2:8-9. As some tropan, is that how you say it? I trohan say it is by grace and faith. It is not by works. So we should not boast of ourselves. What it does means is that Nema find our catch me about all is by grace and by faith and not by the workings of man and by the government of the
then
day.
why the demonstration?
You are now glorifying.
When there's a credit, it should be given to God.
No,
I agree. So I'm just making sense.
Yes.
So
the book of Ephesians tells everything. So I won't go further.
Bible now go to no Bible now so catch me say I didn't know yam fanase emma enyankopon. In all things.
Internal media man, is that what I said?
No,
I
so
said
it
it is by
It's
grace.
a near my yama. Near the Asadama Yakopon. International crisis about no be a Kagana. yam fast da
Man, don't
in
make
all
us.
things,
Who's MPP name Bob? Yes, soon.
Tanko.
Sana mutio. Papa no ma hijack.
Boss as
Oh, boy. Oh, Sana mutio. They would drag the thing to favor them. But I know my brother very well. Meaning very well, and I know that the Okani no. Anyane peso be kasa, but enunguase na to omo no. Wan kasa no ho be kire no. Won sa nti no so ye bibi na amanfo hu say yes, government ni edwan. The government itself has denied. Yeah, na me cham sister Janet, I'm 7 and share her no. It's about some few weeks ago and he's looking good. Say the kan e bia demonstration means of ekwan so an kompa the spirit to be there. So one company will wish you well. We wish you all the best. Your spirit is there. And human beings were generally by the spirit and not by physical disposition. We might say calls now, the calls were supporting because it's not an issue of NDC as against the government. And I said, okay, or say, is it the last nail to nail the MPP in the coffin? No, but even Ochidako, he has captured it. Or say, the twist now, he said that he's not for an IMF program that throws peanuts at us, but imposes conditions that will end up hurting the poor, jobs and businesses. Yes, conditions now almost here. It's hurting the poor. And now he wants to blame an IMF program that will throw that hurting the poor and businesses too. But already the businesses are being hurt in this country. Already right. The poor are being...
A quick one. Henry Kebadu Zoom, so says here, or Adwene. Quickly, let's find out the echoes our circles here. Whether uncle for now or more chance or
maybe Ghana for
or more chance say we no akọ join no mo no say dey o see mass up near there encourage dey see etie Henry Otemenka. Hello Henry Otemenka. Okay nti yabe na say oye kradwa. All right, Henry, what's your name? Okay, Henry, you can say there. AC courses here, or if I can, is it more young?
This year, I black spot, farm and summer settle, and demonstrators and then the promo arrived Ghana. My James, or after a byway. Now, only earlier there was contention about time on the topic, any time on the but it is past there one night. But already the past topic, but we were organizing the demonstration. They said, Uncle, almost started about 12 o'clock. Now, almost started there 3. Now, I call into the middle of the night. Like I said, my speeches today, I won't get out there. But yeah, these are the things. Yeah, our hundreds of people are here. We are liking from the black spot. People have already started. They are in high spirits. Omasa de Asante, Yenia break for. That's it. Omania break for. But I am saying for organizing a demonstration. Menshada Ubia you are submitting and the other people are omulodi demonstration Benamuna and they go for. But remember, Omo Arabi, na many Omo Eddie Como, good morning. Okay, we say on Catabane, Nama Pedimo, Omo Arabi, many Omo Eddie Como. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. I tell you, you're okay. And now in our I didn't know who are. And I come ready to our because of the reason. The reason is very simple. We are here to demonstrate and fight what belongs to us. Because at age of 46 years, if I'm not able to stand for what belongs to me, before these two people will finish, they will start this country. When Nakoba was coming, what did he tell them? I think it's not Kasu Bakum here. But what is happening today? Are you not affected as a journalist? But only that the journalists don't want to speak the truth. Stephen Akubado should have told us that he's going to appoint Adwene. For Adwene to be living somewhere, be taking salary. I don't think that the Ghanaians will vote for him. Stephen Akubado should have told us in a position that when he comes, he will take the E-levy. I don't think that the Ghanaians will vote for him. Stephen Akubado should have come and tell us that. Stephen Akubado should have told us that by the end of the day, he's coming to tell what belongs to the nation. I don't think that the Ghanaians will vote for him. So we are just appealing to the government that no, enough is enough. Then Akubado and his government tell the Ghanaians that he's not coming to appoint none of his family. But what are we saying today? Are we not seeing more than what he's criticizing about? So it is the duty for you and I as a youth to demonstrate for what belongs to us. But Akubado should tell us, if we don't stand today, then our future will be sold. If we don't stand today, our future will be sold. Because we don't know what will happen to you and I in future. That's the more reason why I am here. Thank you.
Na ya shedi ya kwa tuoma ma minu abema tenkakra amane bredo kana ye bredo ma tenya ni pa na do toto na me do yo pa na do pa kesi yo pa na do pa kesi e ba ne ba president e na ne ba pa ya ta agota ale si e ba ya nu kole hawo anu kole ne ba ye no ne lo na na do ha ni wo na na do ha ni wo to wo cho na na do ha e to wo ma mi cho na ka e tawo e ga ni ko ke ne ko te market ona if I can't million this people te na mo te nti de so no wa ka 100% no no wa ka ka o ka ko ye 1,000 ye ja ga ka 2,000 ala 2,500
But look at what your government is doing. Agenda 111, Sikanomweti, Cathedral, Sikanomweti, Upofunjiska left and right. As a citizen of Ghana, I see the me kasa no piasi. So here. It's also two key programs. So finance and money to school. Only Tiamidi. And then it's only Tiamidi. So $50. The man who buy and not $50, 3 to 20%. This year, 8 to 20%. And my economy, never buy thing. Yes, so on my penny. So I cannot mean for my diploma. All resign it. Only the minister thing I'm resigning. Now, I'm not for the young as a young of my name. Okay, Pato, we voices. I will say from Omoya, Oyeseno, and almost just a Yaman Kui. That is the reason. Now, a Bradford line, that's why I want to. Also, police vehicles, any idea, our Habibi, Gofua started about the Amoa, and then from the news as well, over 200 and over. Almost and Yama, who died idea for the bay or more. The police wanted in their numbers, heavily armed. So more train, so yes, but as it stands now, Patoni him any Emra yesterday ever started. Because air court may really say, Anka Omon Shastia from 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. now, Bapa, and Yadi on my Saturday. And now, the organizers of the demonstration, maybe Aiding from area, Sami Genti, any after Bernard Mona, almost just say. And Yadia, Omobedinia, court no Eka and so because Omo Omajes or my pilot appeal and Oma time pilot stay of execution. Indeed, I know ever binded the court. Say Omega started demonstration at 3 p.m. Now to Oma ended at 8 p.m. now. Omo can watch them now. Oma sign Ako in front of the Jubilee House. Indeed, they are also a Bradford just in front of a Bradford. The police want in their numbers. Water cannon machines, no. After some of them are holding down, others have equipment with tear gas there on the town. They are heavily armed. By the or except for normal point. We don't know when the demonstration ever started or black sport. And the battle. All right, I'm unable to be there.
All right, starting so. Yes, thank you very much. The only cable do not ma yehunu de ekoso ewo second. This is how the whole thing looks like. Does it look like ebe mass up do change no?
Certainly to mass up demonstration be even any big party rally, whether for or against, it starts ladder. But at the end of the day, no one but some can't the beginning no. A man for baby they wish to go and be there. But even Lord fame pom de be free abahon mo omo achire omo bahon mo so nsuo pom beto no omo achire mo dua no be di no. Remember again about kasa ofri amasaman bahon ma the Lord fair is not small. Some are all over when say intino eno kire se niam nkoyie kura when say that is the first thing. The second thing too is that obiam pom wentima bahon mo no otifia na akoma mu eye te say the anka se odwene. So even in their small communities at home, no, they are discussing what is happening. Well, what has a nail, last nail in the book coffin? No? If indeed that is the last nail in the book coffin, no, why not nail the Maya? It's the government that gave us the nail to nail them. And if we are nailing them for political advantage, so be it. They gave them the nail. In fact, under President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, no president, the Fourth Republic, has goodwill. Says our president in it. And as a result, the 2016 elections, we showed the number of votes he got, and the number of MPs, and the hope in people, the aspirations and the wishes of the people. Now we tear on one speech our ma at the Independence Square, and subsequent speeches by even communicators of the party in Kekahona. You know that we're moving from, at least from a government that you said was incompetent to a competent government. And I'm this ourselves. Gabi Ochidako says something that the MPP, they are willing to learn from the NDC. TO, Obiantiemi. but they are willing to learn their incompetence. Today, who is learning? And he seems not to move away from the pride and arrogance in him. Because once the time the Najo Mama here, the ECOWAS chairman, you saw the tweet he brought. Today, your uncle has turned around to be the ECOWAS chairman twice. Does it mean he's power drunk, he's corrupt, and all those things? Is that the meaning? He said they are prepared to learn from the NDC, but they are prepared to learn from his incompetence. And now one say, and you know a discussion about he live in a bar, about so say the amount of money and come expecting is supposed to be more, but it's now about 60 million. Who has made him now the spokesperson of the economy? Who has now turned him into a spokesperson?
No, but what makes him a spokesperson? He or treaty there and media nobody says it's an official government position.
Don't talk like that. I am Okasana. You make us look as if we are just non-entities in the country.
Oh no.
No, because I've raised yes, if I get you wrong, it's you who has created the getting wrong.
No, let me make it right. Okasa say Gabi are communicating their reverend.
He communicates on major government policies, and you just your friend is saying your friend almost
saying that Okasa who besides who has made him
a spokesperson of the government.
He tweeted what he thought.
Yes, and but you know social media and the tweets are not major communication tools in this our governance. What was that? And also if the tweets if it has been ignored and people would have ignored, but only time he tweets, it carries weight. When was that? Because of my position and position, we interact as MPs and even sitting MPs and so on. We know what it tells about the power he wields in government, but that's not the issue for debate. But I only want to draw your attention to some issues. She said, COVID buying, okay, Dr. Bawumia, the other kind. Obi enforced Dr. Bawumia, one about Awontiirim say he compared the handling of, or compared government and said they almost handle COVID by giving free goods to the people of Ghana to the power crisis that happened during NDC, and then said that which of them handles these emergencies better. No one forced Bawumia to come and say that. Now, maybe a drew now, as on Becassan to say, we're going to have Marco hide watch Mota Forest. Your friend of person by one jump over. Now, before this time, today, this week also, almost senior minister will lead the conversation on policy and comedy by arresting a situation. Why would the senior minister be leading such a conversation? But we are leading those things. So there's a gradual shift from Bawumia, our cast on the alpha and omega of the economy and these solutions, to people are now almost near there behind the scenes. The behind the scenes people no matter take a front stage. But let me call he who much is given, much is demanded. This government would have been the best government. And Kasikana Omunya over 530 billion Omanya so far. Even if they had pumped 400 billion into the economy, and my economy expanded here. Many TMO, Anka COVID, and then the Ukraine problems now, the economy would have absorbed it.
Pumping into it, saying.
Pumping into it into development. Pumping it into doing developments, expanding the economy, the infrastructure base. If you expand the infrastructure base now, it will create employment by itself. If you expand the road, not where, even as I'm talking to you this morning, contractors in Tiamogi's ask they get fund contractors, they are hanging, the school projects, they are hanging. And Nancy and Omwam the Babontin said they've calculated and seen that over 1,400 projects no money and the get fund. I feel no more baby young Mojuma. So more they get fund akwaji awa. More they akwaji some of the betrayal contractors car. More the ESLA akwaji loan. The ESLA was meant for the energy sector. More the sinking fund, you name everything.
Contractors bearing our whole count because you see they have not
I'm talking
pumped
about,
the money into
if you don't know the contractors, I'm talking about the road contractors. I'm talking about contractors like building schools and other government contracts. Almost everything, even school feeding contractors, they've not paid them. fertilizer contractors, they own over 400 million. Every sector are involved in a government procurement for them to produce goods and services, including fiscal infrastructure. No, they've not paid. The arrears are so much. Yet, an amount of over 500 billion has been given to this government. Do you know this kind of area? Fuel prices are going up, bills are going up. You tier taxes, including COVID taxes, including Ebola taxes. You tier at this critical moment, we are still paying for Sika. We are still paying it by the day. School.
We are paying. You go to MPP for loan on BGS. Are they not paying the that?
My brother, those we've passed the we've passed because we handed over liabilities and assets.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You are not getting what I'm saying.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that loans are MPP buy on GN.
Yes.
Time also shall see here.
Every time are
they not paying their mobile
and they've added more.
No, they have added more,
so
but what they are paying, you know,
yes,
are they not paying what they came to inherit?
But that is not an excuse. Is that an excuse?
I'm not saying it's an excuse. So I want us, me percent there, yeah, they be quite wanting comfort. So I'm, me percent me more between agencies. So I say, they are taking and we are paying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that what they are paying right now is what they came to inherit.
And then what they've also took on, they are also paying.
Yes, somebody else will pay. So that's
and then one of the arguments is that whether they are paying yesterday's debt or today, it is all governance.
Yes,
that's true. But the first thing is they are paying the whole loan, they are paying the current, and they've added more. Now between Kruma to your time, they are about 123 billion. They've added over 270 billion or so. What was that? They've added that, and some of them are maturing, and you have to pay. Some will lose power. If we take over, we also start to pay what they've accumulated. The important thing about all the loans, everything important about loans, so we do loan, so we do to where factor. So we do loan from your salary, so we be 2-bedroom. I'm a one family. Now you loan, now they got a car. You have misapplied the loan. Because while you have not built the house, where this can so wood here, and I want to find you know the way Chinchagana and Nema, you still pay, but we see fear now. It will relieve your family from rent. It will release them from a lot of other accommodation problems at the bano. So what could you loan? For instance, Get Fund, most of my could you loan? So mudi share contractors on the Get Fund projects. You should pay. But if you don't pay, it accumulates.
Is that the Omo Parliament the Omo court? And I say Omo has almost securitizes 40% of Get Fund. And the Ayeh was saying what they communicated to us, and they say on the basis infrastructure. Said the Bayer, you can't say double track everything every year. So I say Omo see double track. Adwene so omunya ntwe omo card there any omo obi bi kan but say contract e wo hodada so omo koje sa 40% 1.5 billion no be tua contractors omo achire eka eno nya misappropriation ni bia.
Now listen to me. Omo koje say the projects that were incomplete they'll complete them and pay already Get Fund. Contractors own Get Fund, then they'll put up new structures to be able to take on the double track. But I can't see when you say double track, and I've been referring to your schools and I know the infrastructure situation there. And all of us in our constituency name is schools infrastructure situation. And we have friends, our friends are any family members, Get Fund contractors. One was the projects are lengthening on different things, but so why you learn this is what we are supposed to. We share and never be brave under the government that this is where we have gotten to. And so we just ask when you say you don't pump it into the economy by continuing the infrastructure development from all aspects, from your water system, for electricity, from roads, from fiscal infrastructure to goods and services and paying off. Now me can be do a say okay me kai say I met Dr. Dufo, former finance man. I say time they take you over from MPP 209. So that time our friends on be finance minister, no person obey because why adwuma as a bank and I checked. No person obey my politics, but there was pressure on buying. Yeah, buy no, books. The situation was serious. But what he
those
did,
were the times Ghana is broke, Ghana is not broke, Ghana is inside.
That what he did was that what they don't know is that so Utria Scanaba no afro, so we control no afro say look, we owe you 10 million. But say amount 2 million. Uka say there be no eja. Later on now our be scan. What say we gisika now Utria the money goes and comes back to you the finance minister. So within the year ko 2 years no 2 years akana wie. So if you take it and pay you he would take his tax, or taking a tax, not take Obia tax. A call round, about her as a minister. Now send the tree, now call round, about her. That is how he was able to get us outside our debt in England. Because you have two debts are Kufo Jamaya, and be sure I can say, where German man, because you said debt to honest, Munfa, a minor man in the engagement of the Maya. So for me, the demonstration and the general conditions, and then I may share video, be answer member. Not around the Abbey.
I know yet last time.
Not around the Abbey, no, Dr. No, Mr. Akumia,
no, so embarrassing.
Well,
it's gone viral, so everybody.
So I'm not even looking at the embarrassing aspect. You see, I'm not looking at for no there will be any. But the issue was, I had to be say your friend said COVID. No, I can say Ukraine. Now I can say smallpox, monkeypox, more is coming. But Randy was able to show the inflation around countries around all of us who were also part of the COVID pandemic and all the things. And that the Bank of Ghana itself and the statistical service says that inflation I was here a bro margin. But me can be just half a second. And son of me you pay about the statistician. No more statistics no can say inflation figure no. Almost separate items no, to know whether inflation is it as a result of the COVID or as a result of the Ukraine factor. But almost separate when they disaggregated the item, almost realizes it has nothing to do with the Ukraine war. It's self-inflicted.
Okay, I'm breaking the protocol. You said ladies first. Me call honorable IP, so I will let the Obata know sum it all up. Honorable IP. So you listen to him, and that's why he's in red now. The India and or no other people. Or say Omoko Street no so and other day. Niama you listen to Omo almost so circles says yeah, mini any omo a drink common. What buying and that's a party and our buying says yeah. How do you see the cost in now?
Well, I mean, chia wet you for now. Mean chia me no why you see no pay. Na somebody with you, minya de mo flyers no to open na obia original TV. Akwakuti. Chia president na do dan kwakufa do. Na be de achi ba o miane na apamfo nyina. I mean chia me no na me na parliament. And we jam one of us, my baby. Many and then they come in Asia.
Oh, okay.
I mean, children.
Well, Bosho Bruta.
Now, many I can't say this year. I meant to a new hotel. Now, I feel young call assembly. See, but yenya Kwan Ebetra TV and a radio platform cases who be here say, you be cancer ma, ebema. Yengetie for no atin sama ekoso wo memu na uboni bekasi ye be educate wo na niam bi a wonte ase no ngate ase statistical fo eba abonten eba inflation buy no wanga nkada ba bia me read a full test say near inflation but it has nothing to do with the Ukraine war.
Look, go to the original and play it.
But I hear discussion.
No, I'm not. I only want to draw your attention to that.
See,
remember, that man, he said it.
Honorable,
play the first one.
Listen, and
react to it.
Honorable IP.
I'm kind of say, I did drive your inflation to this level. A food inflation and transport. See, I can't food that a bianya edi. Obiya nim say edu sa pempensu ya farmers air planting. By this time, Oma plantain we. I can say northern sector no best start a plantation. Now, almost the time I'm planting a local food no boarding. Report no also can say, you no be them Paye imported food. It's only say on the world market, a no boarding. And a local food no so boarding because I feel na farmers no air planting. Some na inflation the buy not tomatoes, paint buckets in the back, paint gallon, washing food na 100 cedis, and then that same quantity no. 30 cedis because tomatoes and it takes a shorter time to bear fruits and harvest. The next one brew corn and the young who say fresh corn I started. What on 3 cedis back and then about 2 cedis. I started because more but even they do 50 pesos. It's young food inflation. The way your politics are be feeling because your harvester okay last 3 weeks here bah a program on the inflation yeah. About how to say food and the transport and a drive inflation into this level. Obi also himself transport this year win is being determined by fuel the transport fare by the fuel prices. And I this year Nami can be London. Thousands march on the street of London. Now we interview demonstrators maybe. Say oh you use £100 worth of fuel a week. You say £1 is almost 10 cedis. Say you found an average of 10 cedis. Near the times 100 or you shoot 1,000 Ghana cedis fuel a day instead of 500 Ghana cedis fuel. I know you well London, which is $50, £50. Now he's using £100. Into LCA who say fuel prices now cost and yet Ghana is everywhere. Though the international crisis about it hit every country in a different way because of country, the structure of the economy. Now demonstrators be demonstrators will arrive Ghana for your press conference. Who said will be indicating the cost of 1 gallon of fuel. I will Togo as compared to Ghana. Don't forget to say Togo for women financial independence because women reserves France. What happens in the France economy? Everyone soon also the Togolese economy. It is France to me absorb shocks now. It affects Togo. In 2-year comparison now, you compare with countries more financial independence, more reserves. Shocks never hit home like Nigeria, like Ghana, like Sierra Leone, and other countries, UK as I've mentioned. You best educate Ghana for Ghana frontiers. Inflation. Your host is saying it's caused by food inflation and transport or transport fares.
But yeah efforts be as a yabema Adwene and a Juma. Planting for food.
That is planting for food and jobs.
It is a food. A constitute your friends food inflation constitute over 50% of the inflation. They said the government statistician that doesn't mean
so our program now so our program now and can win the impact. Maybe anchor food inflation will be higher than what we are seeing because me kai say planting for food and jobs esanti achim area mu ho no but brother a buyer to the sense and any person working for
part of planting for food and jobs.
What are you talking about?
It's not
no, but
plantain is part of it. Seedlings.
No.
Now plantain seedlings that.
Planting for food and jobs was cereals.
It wasn't for
cereals.
You see, for cereals, but let me tell you, fertilizer and agric, how do you call it? Engineer, technicians, agric officers, extension officers, a system, we develop not scientific scientists, develop plantain seedlings. Through the project of planting for food and jobs in Tino, a central area. Agric minister about wanting the pictures will show other countries ever for plantain from Ghana to other countries. In a bumper harvest for plantain.
It wasn't, but planting for food
and jobs was specific. No, specific. How do you call it? Crops. Ayeh. but maybe catch us in the impact.
Okay.
Echo other crops in par na any part of the project.
Okay.
So let us understand because so ukuyedi no dua bro now man a bro seedlings no and a seeds no now man fertilizer don't forget to say so bank brody and now other product are ebe here fertilizer on for being ko then let us deceive ourselves nti eno no sanka eno ama anka bia impact aye hu ni sese no ebesen sa demonstration eye obi are right but you have the right to demonstrate because you go school na ye demonstration yes a demonstration later in the school administration share a series of meetings and now I was the SRC secretary nti ye admit is okay demonstration you be hold on the demonstration but young SRC organizer he decided say friend oh I don't know say well, today he's listening to me or decided already on it SRC they get decision I taking on here in Adwene nti ono nkwa obey demonstration so he did what we called one man demonstration or demonstrative first school na oye okita placard no move from every corner of the school and when the school administration request Ayeh no one more year who be my yen nti just one person oh demonstration or enya impact nti demonstration the numbers no cry matter I don't think say numbers no here the most important thing is say near amount for the person aban etiase no aban betiase aban be hu say aban sebi wada kura na demonstration ni be Kenya no but menya ni say na naro da akufado MPP aban wada onaye since onakasa ababontin president na mu ababontin abachi atum sampa o how abawiase nyina ema bi aka Ghana inti ye wo how mu wati asesa ana wasan ha me ati asese o how na aba no aban ne ntin na ye ogusu eye ho bribi wa me ati asese ye hwe ye economy ne ye taxes a ewo ye fuels no ema ye 4 billion Ghana cedi to support the budget until see betumi attach taxes no I just ye nya sika bi 4 billion cedis efi baby a ye de be support economy na yes again budget cannot balance budget deficit ebe koso into wa me ati asese we kire say president ni wotima e kire say president ni nimli ekoso e kire say aban no enim say ahokyeraba nti demonstration no ebasio amasio nipa bebre ba o nipa ketewa bi bo e ya ade aban age atom say ohawo nti demonstrators they are right they have every right to demonstrate me send na me to fuel egumika mu and the changes about I need to buy more nti me so hate me I know nti demonstrators they have every right to demonstrate but I yan kind of one near one
things you said that beyond understanding the people say minimum widen and saying it say odo anobe ka say minimum widen and nema ya sheda ye di anamo sisi for Ayeh as a people and I say aban Ayeh those are the helm of affairs ministers are more anamo mutu ni sunsanso no APP yehunu ana say bibi o wa indicate say
international
ya adwen say ye pese
international crisis no so much say aban intervention no ye nhede hu ni dividends ni but areba across ye share so say
there were aban interventions bi no
Nada na muni kasa man kwa man kasa na you person be kasa.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you don't want me to talk. You are interjecting me.
No, I am.
Me person tiefo me I'm developing a point. Me person tiefo etimase. Me dey for now dey for if you don't want to be part of your program say so I can make up and go.
Obani we nyina ye hu bi a che. Me dey me kire ne say wo betena ha na wo kasa. Me te ha say there will come.
You can play
back the tape.
Yes. One interject
no, you can play back the tape. That is what happened.
It's my question. Don't interject me. Because me interject me. But the point is intervention. Say me develop
point. There have been interventions. Now I'm saying interventions be to say.
Some people point intervention. Me point intervention. So I know mama kwani point interventions. But me stop. The interventions ni be the say. Aban hu say when I want import finished product fuel ne bagana ha no. Say ye makwan na say walk forest market, open forest market. ɛwɔ banks ɛwɔ forex bureaus ɛkɔsesa sika na ɛma dollar no yɛ scarce scarce ɛma rate no ɛkɔ soro nti affect local businessmen traders ɛsan affect importers and san affect BDCs na import crude no nti yɛkita $2 billion yɛn the Bank of Ghana ɛne saa fuel importers yi ayɛ special forex market ɛwɔ Bank of Ghana wo prove document kyerɛ sɛ ampa wakra fuel aba with your bankers ne ade a yɛma fixed rates as $2 billion aban ɛde hyɛn market ni intervention saa intervention no ɛnɛ wɔne fuel importers ne kasa wɔbɛma wate ase sɛ ama positive impact but unfortunately for them ɛmira saa impact yi ɛɛba no na international crisis nti ama fuel price no nso kwaa na ɛkɔ so nti instead of saying kama price no ɛba down no ntumi ma price no ma down but the rates at which price no ɛkɔ so no ɛkɔ so the by rate na reduce anka saa intervention na ma akabi asami fuel diesel akabi 15 cedis but enam saa interventions abenti no ama na price no ɛwɔ ɛkɔ fast no enkosa but ordinary Ghanaian on the street ni aye kan onu do onim ni saa ni onim ni say enna me koto fuel no na ye 10 cedis and na it's 11 cedis that is what is understand nti e was aban ni aban gusu ye ni say enye saa interventions no kwa ye di kan Ghana for at say taxes ne de it is no go area because si anhwe ni ye touch taxes no the fuel no so ya boso me be so no na weka no teacher ni nurse ni doctor a civil servant no na yentua de ka ono so ba betene fi ni pa ba fi ase
fuel no so no bia specific taxes e fuel no so no bia no ebia ne de bia no ha ya ka say de betua na
ebi ko consolidated fund ebi wo wa se wan te wa obekwa akọ sika e consolidated fund na o de abaye se adwuma no
which means say betumi ayi de wo so no bi de atua na teachers car
just na me just say what can say we tax in efisua we be here sika from the consolidated fund na we de akọ tia adekodi anka tax no kwakoye no wunya yipe sika we be here from the consolidated fund the atua doctors nurses teachers kan wunya nti afechi chafo ba betena fie nurse ba betena fie hwe there are other countries mo here say ye betumi aye interventions na ya subsidize fuel including Nigeria, including France, if UK, when they started that, what shall I say? Almost year interventions be normal subsidized fuel. No, woman to me and Jessica, I'm friend to your importers. No, it's not for importers in Jessica for fuel number. It's long queues. Britain, long queues started by Nigeria. Queues started by now. Government said no. The one year pay. See about subsidized fuel. No queues. Aba pump centers. No, and I say. Yebe jai na amount for to fuel ni ebi wo available but expensive before say country be a person fuel no but say amana ka say sa association of fuel importers no hint say whatever it is say ya anya bibi fi sa amiri ya in 3 weeks time fuel shortage be Ghana
ya anya den ya
one I was say you make sure say sika ho aye den whatever it is be a bambe nya sika biara no ye pe sika every comma bust. Now, ultimately store more fuel because fuel is short to international market. Don't forget to say Russia produces 11% of the world crude oil. So 11% is here maybe. In the international market, na crude no eguso samba. In the osa be na bank benye sika or support bust. Now bust to me store more fuel. At least 6 weeks reserves. Say fuel short for international market for the 6 weeks we can get fuel in Ghana. Say 6 weeks reserve no aka 3 weeks. It won't have a signal warning. Say work on international market when your fuel be into. Into yanhwe ni na for some year fuel be away. Yantuma store at least 3 weeks reserve a time to come over market no when your fuel be into. Into ni nyina and it boils up to this. 2 demonstrators no on who say you mbra wa ha okokan article 127 no enema the judicial powers ma yetumi edi regulate freedom. You see the fact say right no you don't have absolute right. Your right must be guided. I was said wo ahofama wo and I say freedom now we want. I was say you protect you see a guide. You better than your guide. Who catch me so quite demonstration. Now the best start if an apart 10 o'clock. Now be you continuously non-stop for 2 days. Me feel type for me be. Me ba on the road. Me in someone police. Me I'm a someone police. When you know your friend say omomra. It may beef up security because of the demonstration. In 2 days now, you have for police if you have in someone. You have for police if you have Amasaman. You have for police if you have Adesso. You have for police if you have code every constituency. What happens 2 days and what happens to those over there? And the police follows who are right to say, but we are demonstrators in the end, almost stretching. You to be my protection throughout. Now, continue to be house, not protection. What do you think? Obi sorry no Shanghai. Young Democrats na enjoy. Nipa bi a won so paso obogu. It's not the point they say police force court. According ruling, Emma won to me into organizers no me banamity radio station. Organizers listen. One so bonga file stay of execution. Stay of execution must be granted by the court. Which was a man of press. Na court rules assassin yamede. Na say, who per se, assassin 1% by posture, there's an injunction. Won't me find injunction, won't me file stay of execution, or file, court must grant it. And sana, court ruling, the mere fact say, what filing in Chester, say, act to judge no more, judge no more, or see a filing.
So the point is?
The point is, court ruling or the man police for his binds. Into Obia, Ubebu Sam so. Na obokwa kwatsena Jubilee House anado say we the what into police for baba ho ban police for Ghana ho fu ban police for baba aban ho ban soldier for a ye tua won ka say won protect yen demonstration ma yen no we baba aban ho ban na kwam biara with the minimum force what betumi abo aban ho ban na obi amfa ho enkotu aban hu na yen democracy emo yen police for baba
o suspect say it will get to that extent
because
of him say from 8 to 4 say see you suspect on be
baby aban seat of government one we do kwakọ tina ho anadwo
no but say I know the demonstrators no say unim say by public order act no who organizer no say one here na say bibi kwacho so the organizers now the organizers now have come to tell us say until bibi fufro versus and said they now can stay over execution until bibi fufro versus and now it is 8 to 4 so that is what we are expecting them to do
organizers na back who already no so kesi once someone filing stay of execution
which has not been granted
once you file it take effect
well which is
wrong me person be chere say sanka uti wunipa on the say ya o say up to now our 9 organizers member it means that they are sticking to their 10:30 time to the night until we are the police will use a minimum force to protect the government and to protect our democracy last from me so me can say you are na see the statistical figures per to Awontiirim obi analyze figures inside your thinking that will suit him president before after heavy who die your one na your debt to GDP 26%. Professor Mills, the late, take it from 26%, and Professor former President Mahama together for 8 years, they move to 68% to GDP. And I actually MPP Nabla found from 68 to 86%. So we have rough arithmetic in terms of percentage wise. And this increasing by 42%. MPP increasing by 18%. It will consider one name. So now that what we are paying, because near finance time actually say, Otia interest and principals on loans due. Now Otia salaries we are Sika can a new 10% for keepers. 10% is used to financial. So now who was that? President Kufuor me a 26% debt to GDP ratio. So you pay. Each year you have not less than 60% for keepers. What about I don't know? Every baby no parliament. Yes, will be now we're describing parliament as loan approving institution. Who got parliament as an MP? And they say that is 5th and 6th parliament. A man there and say you approve loans. Yes, what kind of parliament is this? Did you bring us here to approve loans alone? And then we moved from 26% to 68%.
Okay, so the final point.
The final point is say, "Siya shobi a, o ma ye ko atiti a ye wo mu sese. A ye envelope no aye ma. A ye ntumi gboro na. Eye near ordinary fee 26.
Okay.
Copying 68.
Reducing.
All right.
A difference of 42%.
Okay, so now
as compared to 68
to
86.
All right. They say we have an option. We have a PNC.
Nah,
we have PNC.
Said the mobile
Honorable Timothy.
Anything that you're reducing the
now
rate.
we have the general secretary of the
You
PNC.
can't come to a government without borrowing.
You have listened to
so we have reduced the rate of borrowing and the difference of
opportunity. This is what they are saying.
Said the mobile somebody
against way there. PNC for any damage. So most say.
Mami Chiao and I'm two indefatigable brothers and a PNC for and the entire Ghanaian population and a pay. The Nyankopong say, when Nyankopong amaya asori and a pay and a demonstrators for Moko court say no more permission to be able to demonstrate. Oma mo coin say omo demonstrate. Say if demonstrations, boycotts and strikes it is under our constitutional jurisdiction. Say we will be a hawa. Wuntimi nkofa tuo ana wuntimi nkofa cutlass na wumfa nkope dia wupe. But as I say, we use the powers that are given to us under the our democratic jurisdiction. Na dia a catchre or mindset de oye no as I say on hwe yenim na there's a lot of hardship in the country. So with PNC we don't, even though we are not part of the demonstration, but demonstrating for your right is under their constitutional jurisdiction. The entire yenye partner say we should Ghana demonstrations are too much political. Like Ghanaians, omun dream obia ho emfa omu about the ordinary Ghanaian. Political party colors.
Okay.
And omu demonstrations. Eno ya. It's true that Ghanaians ye bre and sa demonstration ni enkese say ye demonstration obi wo bebi no ho a obi hu say nipa we enye say omu time government no enye say omu pese omu be ye na omu change government or something, but omu kan krene ade a kire Ghana for ama government nso ahu say prices of food in the market are skyrocketing and fuel prices is now a killer and Ghana for ye no krese ye bre de ye mi ye no krampo say wukoto dan a no ma bodan the price in dollars. Most of omo tong dan for nipa bebre abisa omo adenti ena mi wa Ghana mi beto dan ana mi be bisa renta na wo bo dollar prices achiremi awa miankasa mi country ye use CD. This is a disrespect to the currency, to our Ghanaian currency. Ena anka PNC sisia ye na ye wa omaya. In fact, we will put everything on hold and make sure that these institutions are omu boa dollar no ye be like we will penalize them so that next people to come out will know that they are also almost also can a dollar this in CD no depreciate.
Recently, Bank of Ghana at the circular Awontiirim say yenya nyema ye kan ye quoting in dollars.
Omu kan ye no. It's not a matter of saying it. Eya wo kan na wo dimrabi disi ho a ebetima push a ageno ebeba into place. Na wo sorry na wo TV so a wo kasa, you are not talking to Ghanaians. When him say Ghana for ye asumye di o. She prepay meters omo di ba ye killer prepay meters omo di ba ye say omo pese omo kom Ghana for and sisi omo so ye corruption on the prepaid meters sisi this in ntawa between ECG4 and customers. She se wudi mraba se wonhwehwe nipa wudi be ba mrano betima ye ni djuma na wudi mraba na wo ba TV so aba be kachire ana wo de krata aba be kachire se sisi amra wo ho se mamom quote prices in dollars enye Ghana for na wokasama enye Ghana for omo ankasa omo nim omo ye omo quote dollars no anka omo di omo ba ye be panish omo a omo kan kitinkite no ya ye kan aka no. For instance me minimum omo pronounce commodities in dollars anka misu ye wo short code bi a wo free obi no ofre dollar mawa mpacho free code we anka me free report sa organizations no
say something say
something says na me youth organizer na ye kasa na oka kire me say ye kono ye hu say pipe bi for 1 week now na nsuo around domi Coca-Cola junction de biansuo pipe bia pai amansuo wo honomo oka kire me say general see something say something we say em free Ghana water company
because you have seen something
because you so that is also a problem. Into demonstrators it's a good thing, but PNC we cannot be part of this demonstration.
Why can't you be part of it?
Because Ghana politics a dozen. For instance, we are demonstrators. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't come up with ideas of how government should be able, what government should do in order to salvage the plight of Ghanaians. We see who for instance, me who say NDC for we part. Say we part now this serious situation more. The solutions are and demonstrators no. Mumu can say maybe government di bar ebe bo Ghana for. Mumfambre na nhwe. Because in this difficult situation that Ghanaians are in, we are looking for solutions. And yes,
but Janet, your former chairman,
yes,
former general secretary, former youth organizer,
yes,
is one of the organizers of the demonstration.
For instance, now we are having new leadership in place. They are not holding any leadership powers in PNC. Na almost see say ni pakruno onye bibia sisi a na owo ample time a oka se obeye pressure group sisi obedwane pressure group a enye PNC concern de enti omo yi omo free ho omo di e ba ye ne se omo hu se maybe ne djuma na PNC for pese omo ye no na omo ye sa djuma no santi na omo yi omo, so we are not supposed to follow their examples anka de omo ye no esu PNC ni a anka sisi a enye mi na mbetena ha but de omo ye no ensu PNC for ni santi no yi omo di e baye nti de mi kan say omo join we a it is their own individual means no di call ho enye PNC enye party no kura party no de ye be ko demonstration na ye be ye demonstration of setting record straight, bringing evidence, trying to help government to mold this country. Ebe ye ma PNC for MPP and NDC for decent solutions are ebe tima boye. And then the PNC will fight based on those solutions, not based on political this and that. Mo vote my PNC ye mo fine. E die na edibe ye mo fine no. Enu ne eya PNC ye diba. Hwe ye kan political party a di initiatives ba. Hwe NHIS ye ni MPP ni NDC for eya ye pre. We share 1997 up to 2000 election na NHIS we cause this thing ye manifesto so any of manifesto so get fund Ministry of Women and Children Affairs school feeding na Dr. Mahama school feeding send na ye pese school feeding ye no enye no na ye sisia because we wanted Ghanaians to produce the food that the people will eat so that even na you see every child as I say only one chicken type a day. And now cocoa ewo Ghana ye producers of cocoa ye nkola omo tasty cocoa da. This is not good. Until I see 1 cup of cocoa in the morning. And na eriano na sisi ade ya ma omo edwane a Ghana for ye produce ye be hwehwe poultry farmers a ye be gi nam and eggs free omo nchen, so we are producing, the money is circulating around Ghanaians, not that ye be kokoto omo awo this in China for nchen ba be feed no, that wasn't the type of school feeding na PNC ye ka say ye de beba until we share both MPP and NDC. It has always been two political parties trying to stampede on each other just to come into power so that they can be able to hold power.
To sad demonstration where unhunu ne say obi called demonstration be a side. It is
it's
a
just
political
a gymnastic. And so PNC enjoy this.
NDC for any opportunity now. Arise Ghana for aba no mo.
Dear me can say one kasa who demonstrants no. A dear Ben what are they saying? Are they saying that we should go to IMF? IMF, almost yenko IMF, anadie. She e-levy na no mo di baye no. The enkrampo eye me here Mpensenmpensenmu PNC yen any demonstration has to do with yentua. Omodi e-levy baye PNC na ye see government on reduce it to either 1% or 0.75%. Because we nim say na a necessary evil. We were expecting NDC, CPP and other political parties to also come on board. No matter the government to say, wait, it's not everything you go on demonstration. NDC, sorry, I almost see a demonstration. This almost a demonstration, and she and the Senate, the PNC, yeah, forcing government say, or like they should reduce their prices. Almost reduce it to 1.5. Who can say, Anka NDC for buyer? Government and can reducing it to 0.75 and now 1% Ghanaians. Now you encourage Ghana for. Yes, I enter taxes. The entire year what problems were Ghana no. You no say Ghana for 1% taxes. Few people
are we not overtaxed?
It is only those in the formal sector that are overtaxed. Omo ye juma wo informal sector, they are not paying taxes.
Okay.
I levy way na anka ebe boa ye nyina ye betua nkete. One who saw a situation now more fire say ye ntua no. Now kura wo kotonyama na wo pese wonye mumu mobi awon this. No see them not knowing that we could withdraw crampo. It doesn't attract. So the and why are we in this
omo ye adwuma wo ton no per merchant line.
Per merchant
the bar mean to amom.
Bisa
yentimi anya mankrofo amfo mo ajo. Ba ma me phone lines ma manfo.
But bisa who say identity na what these problems because NDC did not come on board and they were demonizing it.
We did not come on board.
We did not come on board.
0200854255. Well, Obi wa Ahumano so. But you didn't fa kwa free.
Good morning, Pato.
Yes, sir.
Efremi Abani Katafri Adwene.
Aban yetiu.
Mami fancy akete mami boss ona bo Timothy. Nyame Sranu. Emre ayeni abrema ba kutu wotema majesty. Omo di mu akutene pa se de odi ahun keka ba ye no mani se ona mi di hu mi boss Nyame Sranu. No kan hu no mbo ni hu ban ene eduma so a odima NDC aban. Ye ni mu se grassroots ni ye ni so nyema o ye ma NDC. The activity of Lebiano, party to be telling Monam. I'm in chair of the Japonia. On a wife, Metzrel. Any time I'll be no opportunity, I was said to be in Trona, I can a dog to do. In your mouth, you can't have a brain, and Tronqua. When I no, food prices is there with Janebu near Janebu.
Oh, I said you are near Boo.
Man, cancer. We need to be a candy. Man, can say, I admit to say, I want you or come back if you are not widening, full widening, I admitted. Master man, but because I bang and it's not about the measures about to me, I'm brass. Because the president, I guess I jatum said, and no my heading, finance minister about pointing a becker. You know, I make a class and
now with the bomb, a particular you know, and then
yes, because there was a harvest the last day.
PNC for and to say yenyan time a politics into munya politics. The Abeboa Amagana Konim and a more instead Sabia and Becca Sibia, court demonstration and I know. You give alternatives.
Yeah, the alternatives because you share problems now. We are see.
Hold on with that. Namim Sam right. How am I the power? But I told you for quite free. Okay, not me.
Me pacho ya frame Ali Tanku me kasafi krabo akuta.
Ali etio.
Okay, and say you share demonstration in some so or my more. A coming quadia, the only demonstration that works in this country is a strike. Nyayatian said tertiary teachers lectures strike and Tiatua market. One day, but say a hate street. Say a demonstration. I mean, he first be a said a basso MI or mine. You were 2012 to 2016. Yeah, demonstration. Yeah. Oh, you bet see, beyond the sound mine. And to wash in Chichimua, young penny, honorable Samuel IP, a dema, education, or dema Ghana for our 2 or year. Far in Chichimuno, a money cut down. The ordinary Ghanaians, no, the demonstration isn't always the solution to our problems in this country. The Abayano Ewon such a be another OBPS or mine Timicon and one. Now I yet in near also our my so and not be an Arkan Ghana in a different way. Your first attempt as government, MPP, and NDC, where they are and to say, your friends, Yarea, a buy, and up in Russia, and Ukraine in some Amanyama, Ayeh, Basabasa. Say, I would say any education, and I said, my Ghana for instead of saying the catcher would say, young quote, na jubilee house, I don't for so being a stepping, you been your own. Madam, I am
okay, Miss Menda, CP. So, Jane, alternatives.
Me who say this and yanka say name problems are a bit too we as ha. Say COVID obisi COVID and COVID I will not accept it because before COVID by we were having somehow a steady economy. Things were.
But IMF came and disagree with you.
No,
they
it's not a matter of
started
accusing IMF. I think IMF is behind all our problems. In fact, I'm telling you,
figures when you look at the figures.
I am thinking that
came at low at 7.5.
You are aware. IMF is
proud to the COVID.
You see 7.5. You see how you pay.
Hello.
Never
show didn't for free.
Your friend Lamus, my friend Phil Kumasi Tafo.
Open it you.
Yeah. Say, Mahu, me share my mena, free PNC. Abayin no mono anase PNC party no mono. Wo mu se nipa kasa. Sometimes ufa mu aba. Na se o beka asem na se wo si ade nya. No wa kire kwanye be fa so ama ade na ye. Na nya se ade ne nye kwa. Wo so de bi ade ne nye. Bebia ade ne nye. Na wonti nkire se ye fa ni si ya ne bitima ya ade na ma na ye yie. But you said you can be an Ukagu, Faso Bian, so Ujayan come Faso, so Nanny Part Janet a grandpa. What was the mamma said we are back in about him whom the mamma walk. What can someone watch the direction say? In Kaye, say ya. What can you live yasem? What can Squire by Fasoa? What is so mamma for a bebois? What Mukayan so no, and Sabani Tina Supam what is so kakra. Say you work on a nka NDC buy no the casa, NP CPP buy no the casa. Bikura buy no wope said the parties in Indian and answer mining in Icon and come so mano. Sana yade. Na debia misoria, we be nye, we should yes in the woody nye, won't you mean Keresodi and Yanka when out they buy and Kaye. Damasnya Mishra.
There are Ediana and Yede. Also, we need alternative mail. Bia say, oh, Minia, and I'm a said they now with the Diana lamented and Yede. Mammy PNC. Because
no, but what he
said,
bring an alternative. The alternatives were that.
Say, yeah, Peninsula. I don't know.
I pay Jai. Wouldn't you home put a Harun of Pogo? Reduce to 1%.
I'm being for Bachomadaroma. Honorable Atawadi.
What solution?
Maybe somebody is on the line. But just see a frost and half free.
But your program on a family that's in the service.
Yanko.
You, let me say, program on a better, Medemu Kakra.
Honorable, won't you let the caller talk?
But I can also make a reference when we tell him there's a one madam. We said, are we say that you are insane.
All right.
What
free so now?
You are Katata. What can I
My problem has
You
to
are
even
kissing me. Your disguise. You are kissing me of what?
I'm so why is my collar Nico?
Oh, you mean to know quite be I want to mention now.
Oh, that is all Kasana so Kasa.
David, he doesn't go. Maybe on the
you are kissing me. Hello. But I didn't work out free.
Yo, offer a pam cassette, Elamina. Mameno Otno PNC, Namishref, or the one. What kind of color? May I turn away in a party dinner, Wusi Banani? No quality any holiday dinner with some American me, I believe. Into my many Namishref. Amen.
Amen.
The sister Nick Kamba solutions. As if he's not in this case, I say, we have talked, even for bureaucracy around the place. We say reduce expenditure. You've gone to increase staffers over 300. You are asking of solutions. Me more solutions I can. You can say you reduce taxes on fuel. Stabilization living that's why COVID and then
because so okay so reduce tax on fuel it's never a solution. So only tax on fuel Obama means you are workers. Obama it don't work to workers. They don't mean to workers because cannot do workers can no now
because you have misused the money through corruption. Mismanagement and all those things.
The solution should be
there's COVID tax
Ayeh Pato Nyankopon Adwene on original 91.9 FM na yemfa Adwene kasajuma den from Mpensenmpensenmu by honorable Ayeh Janet Nabla and afin so no Ayeh Timothy Atabuade Awontiirim Nyankopon Adoma etima besa ba bio bye bye.